and this is so worth it. I am so excited about our guest today. I have her backstage right now. I'm super excited. She made me nervous because she got here like 6 seconds ago. So I'm really super excited to talk to her. So let me do a quick intro video just so you get an idea of how sparkly and motivational and how beautiful she is. I am so excited because I have all these different kinds of things I'm doing and she has no idea about it. So hold on, here we go. We are live, Michelle. Oh, I just told her to share on her page, so I'll give her a minute to share on the.
Let me do that right now. Oh my God.
I just go to my wall, I guess, and then share it to your wall.
Okay, sweetie.
Laura said hello. And we've got Vanessa saying hello. So welcome, Vanessa. Welcome, Laura. I am so excited to have Michelle Barnes, the one and only beautiful, talented. She's just amazing things. But I guarantee before they were done in the hour, you're going to realize how amazing and fantastic she is. She's one of my newer friends on Facebook. And we're going to have some topics. Both of us are, I don't know. I just loved your spirit. We became good friends. We've been trying to do this show for a little while now, right?
We have.
Because life happens, right?
Oh my gosh. And it's been nonstop, let me tell you.
Oh my gosh. Well, this show is about living, loving, and laughing out loud. And so, Vanessa said she met you in Utah. I know you meet tons of people.
Hello,
Vanessa. She's also the Vanessa factor as well. She's one of my dearest, closest friends. So I'm glad that she's here with us. So what's exciting about my show, Michelle, that first of all, the fact that you volunteered to be on here and you have no clue what the heck this show is about, but it's about living, loving, and laughing out loud. And I just got these crazy ideas before I got on here with you. So I'm because it's supposed to be fun, right? It's all supposed to be fun. So before I have you explain about yourself, because I know you're going to bring this topic up, I got to bring the funniest little silly thing I did really quick. Oh. Michelle, so you've got kids? How old are they? I know you homeschool, huh?
Yeah.
So go ahead, tell a little bit about yourself, and I'm just keeping it light here.
Oh my gosh, girl, you crack me up. I'm super excited to be here. And I know I almost gave you a heart attack because I was literally sliding in right at the top of the hour to do this interview with you. And I'm just excited to be here, girl. I know that you and I've been trying to coordinate this for a while. And I just love your energy. I love your heart. I love your soul. I love the difference that you are on this mission to make. And so I'm happy to be here. Sorry to give you a slight heart attack. I've been homeschooling all day, like she said. And so I have two boys, 9 and 12. I'm a single mom and the sole provider of these crazies. I bribed them so that they would stay a little bit more quiet downstairs. So hopefully that is happening. I don't even have my lighting ready or anything. So, I'm sitting in my dark office. So hopefully it's okay. But anyway, guys, like super excited to be here, but it definitely is a whirlwind. And, I'm juggling my nanny / assistants out of town because I was out of town last week. So I gave her part of this week off. So it has been I'm doing like quadruple duty right now. So it's a little insane. So Lynn, I'm sorry for giving you a heart attack, but I'm so excited to be here.
I'm just really proud of you because you stay true to your word, as well as the fact that we did book this 2 weeks ago. We booked this in October and you thought things would be calmer for you. But, as a mom, and I've been a single mom before too, you just never know what's going to happen. You just really don't.
Well, yeah. And I mean, 2 weeks ago when we scheduled this, my kids were actually in school. And then there were a couple positive COVID cases. So both the 3rd grade and 6th grade were sent home to do homeschooling for 2 weeks. So yeah, it's kind of thrown a wrench, but you know what? Thank goodness I work for myself and I work from home and I'm able to kind of navigate crazy waters like that. And, honestly, it's just a blessing that I'm able to do that. I don't know what parents are doing that, have full-time jobs and our kids are sent home. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely. Well, I just threw in filters today because, like I said, I want people to laugh. And this is an interactive show. We've got 12 people watching, so feel free to ask
Awesome.
Michelle anything you want from her bio, because we throw that in. We throw in comments. We interact with our guests.
Yeah.
We and our people viewing. So it's a lot of fun. So right now, you guys, I'm just throwing things out there. So I did this little video real quick.
So Michelle, you do intermittent fasting? So do I. How about if you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was one of my favorite topics, Lynn, as you know. I actually was probably the most skeptical person on the planet about intermittent fasting. And it was almost 2 years ago now. I was about 30 pounds heavier. I saw the same number on the scale that I saw when my boys were delivered. And I had no baby inside me. So I felt gross. And I just was like, ugh, and it's all relative, it's all how we feel. And so I had kept hearing about it. And I was just like, gosh, what is this? And I just thought, oh my God, there's no way I could go without eating. First of all, I thought it was just like fasting, and so I was like, there's no way. And I came from the school of thought, like Body for Life days, back in the day where it's like 5 or 6 small meals you have to eat every 2 or 3 hours. And what I realized is I became very obsessed with, oh my God, what am I going to eat next? And then it was like this constant chore of trying to figure out what I was going to eat next, and to make it healthy on top of it. And it's especially with running multiple businesses, like my life is crazy. So the more research I started doing about intermittent fasting, honestly, the more excited I got. And I thought, what do I have to lose by trying this besides weight? And so I'm actually doing a 7-day free intermittent fasting challenge right now. So if any of your listeners want eats on that, you're in that.
Put the link in. Yeah, we'll put the link in here. Absolutely.
Yeah. So we're excited. We just started last night, so people can join in. And I have been doing it for almost 2 years now, and I love the flexibility of it. To me, it's a lifestyle now. I read you know me, Lynn, if I could do something like I'm either all or nothing. So I was like all in. I got all the books on Amazon, watched all the documentaries I could get my hands on, watched all the YouTube videos and TED Talks and you name it. And honestly, it's been absolutely amazing. And I don't think there's a one size fits all when it comes to weight loss and health and nutrition and wellness. But I think it's about finding what works for you. And this has really worked for me. Like I said, I've lost over 30 pounds. I've kept it off for over 1.5 years now. I feel better than I did 10 or 15 years ago. Along with, some, obviously products and other things that I do, workouts and things like that. But, my whole mission is to stay vibrant and have energy and keep up with these crazy boys I have.
No, I totally agree. I did Body for Life, back in the day, well, I was a bodybuilder and stuff. So I really, really liked it and all stuff. Yeah. So, it's one of those things where, and then I support network marketing all the time. So I was trying this product, that product, but I have stomach issues too. So my stomach doesn't empty. So things weren't working, except liquid. So I've been off of any product except doing fasting. And one thing I like, first of all, is the mindset, because you're like, I can eat cake. I can literally eat good or bad, but you can't do it only between these hours.
Right.
And so it makes you more conscientious, not only what you're eating, but also the fact that, wait, I can have what I want, but it's got to be between these hours. Or if I'm going to eat late at night, like we talked the one time, you're like, girl, I'm going out for some margaritas. You got to realize, okay, if I do this at 8 o'clock at night, that's like at least till 12 o'clock tomorrow. Do I really want to wait till 12 o'clock? For me, it helps me negotiate whether it's worth the trade-off for, the next day. So I don't know if you find that being helpful.
What I love is just the flexibility of it. I mean, I'm definitely like all about the 80-20 rule. And so 80%, and probably for me, when it comes to food, probably 90% of the time I make really good choices. But I do love Mexican food, and I do love margaritas, and I do love good tequila. So I'm not going, and I truly believe if you don't find something that is sustainable that you're going to stick with, you're going to gain the weight right back anyway. And seen that so much over the last 25 years that I've been in this profession. You know, I've always been in the health and fitness and wellness nutrition, and I was a personal trainer even prior to that. So, you know, you can't out train a bad diet.
Right.
And so, you know, my whole mission in life is to teach people how to live a healthier lifestyle and
Right.
how to do it in a way that is sustainable, where you can still, I mean, my boys and I had pizza last night. Like, I'm not proud of it, but you know what? We're juggling everything. But I also, you know, like everything in moderation, right? And when you're doing fasting, I love the flexibility of it. You know, so sometimes if I have pizza or Mexican food, I will just fast a little bit longer the next day. And I move my eating window around based on kind of what I'm doing and with my kids and with friends and traveling and things like that. And it really does work well.
Awesome. Awesome. I have another question here for you. How do you organize your time? I think a lot of people would love that.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Like, I probably get asked this question like on the daily.
Oh, then I shouldn't even ask you. No, go ahead.
No, I love it actually. You know, I always say, you know, I do tons and tons of training on time management. And here's the thing, we don't manage time. We manage our choices. And so I'm kind of psychotic about time management. I plan my week on Sunday nights. I plan my days the night before. I figure out what my top priority things are that I want to get done that will make me, you know, feel proud of that day. Because I don't know about you guys. I mean, sometimes I get to the end of the day and I'm like, shit, I was so busy all day and I was busting my ass and I did all these things, but I'm like, what did I accomplish? What did I actually get done or finished? And so for me, I think it's really, you know, it's been really helpful for me to say, okay, these are 3 things that I absolutely want to get done tomorrow. And when I get those things done, I will feel proud. And that's one thing. I heard it on a podcast one time and I loved it. And I think I'm even going to throw a challenge out to my team. I was thinking about this last night because I heard on a podcast and it was like, you know, what if you did a 30-day challenge where it was like, okay, what can I do today that will make me proud of myself? Because at the end of the day, like Tony Robbins always says, progress equals happiness. And so what could I get done in this day that would make me feel like I'm progressing, which is going to create happiness? Or what can I do that will make me proud of myself today? Because really at the end of the day, that's what we want, right? You know, so I love that. And I think when you organize, I always say if you don't schedule it, it doesn't happen.
Right.
Like my day planner's right here. I'm kind of old school. I have my week at a glance and I live by it. I mean, I block and schedule chunks of time and it's like homeschooling and kids and it's, you know, interviews and trainings and training my team and launching new people's businesses and all of these things and working out. Like, you know, I make that a priority as well, because without my health, I have nothing, you know, and plus I'm just a lot nicer when I work out.
I know. Okay, I'm throwing out this quick Snapchat thing here. These are just to make you laugh because that's what the show is supposed to be about, right? So, what are some of your beauty tips? Because we know you're so beautiful.
Oh my gosh, you are freaking so cute. You're just making my day. Normally I'm in a messy bun and no makeup and yoga clothes. And just so you know, like I have a tank top and yoga pants on right now. So this is my work at home attire. I did bathe for you today and I did wash my hair and put makeup on. Guys, like I'm a mom and I'm a crazy busy single mom. So like if I'm not on video, like I am no makeup and a messy bun. So as far as beauty tips, God, I'm not really that girl. I look girly, but I'm really not that girly.
Your beauty tip is your smile, girlfriend.
Fair enough. I will give one beauty tip, and it's changed my entire life, and that's liquid collagen. This is kind of a shameless plug, but we acquired a company about 3 years ago, and I'm not even kidding you, Lynn. Just drinking this liquid gold every freaking day. Not all collagens are created equal. I was using all kinds of different powders and pills and all this crap. And I tried everything and I was like, crossing my fingers, like hoping it worked. But I'm telling you, when I switched to this patented liquid collagen, it changed everything. My hair is longer and healthier and thicker than it's ever been in my life. My skin looks better than it did 10 or 15 years ago. And my knees don't hurt anymore. So I do spin classes and I'm running again, and I can just do.
Nice.
So if there was a beauty tip, I would say that, because good skin starts from within.
These people love us already. They're asking when we're coming to Ontario. We can be everywhere all at one time. We're both in mountain time too. I'm just up north from her. So, oh my gosh, this is great. I'm loving doing this. Thank you for just being a sport, trusting me to do this. So here I go. You're pretty smart. What are some things you learned that you wish you learned a lot sooner?
Oh gosh,
I did these, like, I'm so proud of myself. I figured these questions out right before I picked up my granddaughter and did them really quick. So,
oh my gosh, you are so good. You are so good. Okay, so what are some things that I wish I would have learned sooner? Actually, like, one of the things is to be smarter with my money. When I started in my network marketing business when I was 23, and I had dropped out of law school to do this business, and I was $80,000 in debt, and I got really excited, super passionate about what I was doing, helping people's health, helping people's financial situation, and teaching people how to think differently. And so for me, I just became so psychotic and passionate about my business that I accidentally made $102,000 my first year in the industry.
The best accident ever.
And I probably spent 150. Like, I just was like making it rain. So I just thought it was never going to end. And I thought, oh my goodness, like, oh, it's just money. I'll make more. I think, and I still am working to get better at learning more about investing and doing all the things. And so one thing that was a game changer for me that I wish I would have learned earlier is how to manage my money well. I just did a Facebook Live about it not that long ago, teaching people something that I learned probably in 2007 that I wish I had learned sooner. And it was basically how to manage my money well, because everybody wants to be financially independent, but if you think about it, do financially independent people, do you think they manage their money well, or do you think they manage their money poorly? And so that was like a 2x4 to my forehead, because it was like, obviously, if they're financially independent, if you're in that 1 or 3%, you're obviously managing your money well. And I was just like, any topics about money management sounded so boring to me. And I'm still working on it, but I have gotten a lot better. And, I think that's really something that's important.
But Michelle, you got to realize what's better than that is that obviously you have learned the tools to be successful. Therefore, money will follow. And so you have it right. Well, just like Grant Cardone, I can't wait for January. They took everything away from him. Once a millionaire, always a millionaire. I mean, like, literally, you just have that innately in you, and you have the worth ethics to make it possible. So, now it's just being a little bit more frugal with your money, and you're learning that.
And I do think, it's, money is 100% mindset. That's why the book is called Think and Grow Rich, because it's all up here.
Right.
And so, the more, and I always say, like, for people that are network marketers, I know a lot of your people are probably, is I always say it's a personal growth company with a pay plan attached to it.
Yeah.
You grow personally, the more money you're going to make. So it's like working on this more than anything.
Yeah. Actually, my friends are half and half. So it does. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Absolutely.
Business owners. It's all a mindset thing.
Absolutely. Okay. So I did another one. And the funny thing is I put these in here really quick. So I don't even remember what half of these are. What are some of the deer in the headlight look have you gotten from your success?
Okay. What are some of the deer in headlights?
So like as you were progressing to get successful, and the momentum you got with, growing a team and everything, like and you already answered partly with the whole money thing, making 125 and spending 150. What other deer in the headlights did you have that you realized that as you were progressing to be successful, to be speaker here and there and inspire here and to do this and that and also have a family? What in deer headlights would you say was,
Gosh, if I'm understanding your question right, I think
so
I
in
would.
other words,
Yeah,
you went to college and everything. And with that, and then having do a network marketing company and everything, you obviously must have either had some good leaders or somebody that you realize, hey, I'm on this train. I got to get on this train because the deer,
yeah.
you were just surprised.
Well, I mean, probably the biggest thing is the only thing that remains the same is change. And, I think, look at the world we're living in today. I don't think any of us had this on our vision board at this time last year, and so I think a lot of it is being flexible with shifting and pivoting, which I've had to do many times in my 25-year career in this industry. There's been a lot of ups and downs. I've had companies go out of business on me. I've had companies get shut down. I've had the rug yanked out from underneath me where I had $500,000 coming in on a Sunday, residual income, and it was gone on a Monday, and have had to start over now 5 times. And so, I think, realizing that it's never what happens to us, it's how we respond and how we react to what happens to us. I always say the event plus your response is going to determine the outcome. And so, that's
which really runs into this little funny one I did here.
Okay.
So have you ever gotten yourself in a pickle? What kind of pickle would you say you got yourself into? That you learned the most valuable lesson ever.
Okay, I love it. That does lead us right in. Yeah, we could stand up more perfectly, Lynn. Seriously. Okay.
I cracked myself up.
Yeah, girl, I love it, because it's true. And that is exactly what I was just talking about. And I love how creative you are. You're so fun. But it's never what happens to us. It's how we respond to what happens to us. And a lot of it is looking in the mirror and just taking 100% responsibility for where we are, where we aren't. I think it was a 2x4 to my forehead growing in this business is like, okay, I need to take 100% responsibility for me and not play the victim role, not blame, not justify, not complain, and just make a decision that for things to change, I've got to change. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And I think Body for Life did that for us too. If we didn't, change your body, change your mind, kind of thing. It's amazing how these things really help us out, huh?
Yeah. Well, I look at I love health and fitness and weight loss, obviously. That's like my jam and my passion. But it's a lot like making money in business too. No matter what business you're in, there's typically a handful of things that you do those handful of things day in, day out. And that's one thing that I can say I'm pretty proud of is I kind of mastered the mundane. People are always looking for the secret. Well, the secret is consistency. The secret is doing that handful of things, no matter what career you have, whether it's real estate or mortgages or, any business. No matter what it is, whether it's working out, whether it's losing weight, there's usually a handful of things that if you get really good at that handful of things, doing those things day in, day out, it will compound and you will be successful over time. You will see the results over time. But in the beginning, it's invisible results. You don't see it. And that's when people throw in the towel instead of sticking with it.
Absolutely. I'm throwing this question in there.
Okay.
What would be the hardest thing to give up?
Oh gosh, sushi, tequila, Mexican food.
We tell secrets on my show. We ask these questions later, so if somebody didn't stay in the podcast, that's on them. They don't know what we're going to do here. So
the hardest to give up. Yeah, well, if I'm being serious,
you don't have to be serious. It's just live life out here.
Good tequila, to Mexican food and sushi. Those are my 3 faves. But I could not give up personal development. There's no way. It's something that I have done every single day for 25 years. I don't think I've missed a single day, whether I was sick, whether I was on vacation, out of town. I still always try to grab a book and read a few pages or listen to 5, 10, 20 minutes of a podcast, or throw on a YouTube video. We got to constantly, I call it a checkup from the neck up. You've got to constantly be guarding your mind and filling it with stuff that is really
I want to take time to give out love to a bunch of people that we have here. Kelly and Vanessa and Corey. I think Corey Bart probably knows both of us. I'm not sure.
I love Corey.
Yeah, I love Corey. He's just an amazing.
In my state.
I know he is. I know we're all mountain zone here representing. That's for sure. But no, you guys, if you have questions for her, throw them out here because it's now for speak now, forever hold your peace. We're just having a great time. What'd you say, Michelle?
Open book, probably too open.
Right? Oh, speaking of, what would be your superpower?
Oh my gosh, consistency, 100%.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your perfect day look like if we didn't have COVID?
My perfect day would be sitting in Cabo, poolside with my kids, working on the phone, hanging out. That's a perfect day. Anywhere near the ocean. But I love just a typical day, and I love the fact that I get up. I have my routine. You guys know I'm kind of psycho about my morning routine, but my morning routine is a little crazy because I'm juggling kiddos and homeschooling or dropping them off at school or whatever. But I do really enjoy, getting up and doing some personal development, doing some gratitude, journaling, drinking my coffee, and then just getting busy. Yep.
See, Michelle, your inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
That's so everybody loves you. I loved you the second I saw you a long time ago. And I'm like, she's my friend now. I gotta have her on the show. I'm getting ready to do my liner thing. So I had like Matt Morrow and Robert Hollis and Nina Moore and Shayo and a bunch of people. So you
just named off two of my previous business partners from past companies. I
know, right? It's a great world.
Yeah. I'm in Colorado, Laura.
Yep. I shouldn't say this out loud, but I'm gonna say it. Yeah, somebody seemed to think that I lived in where Wyoming was or something, but she always forgets where I lived in Montana. She knows I live in Montana, but she didn't know where I was on the map. My friend Laura. Oh my gosh. Let's see. We got some messages here.
I love it.
All who's in the direct sales. Absolutely. I'm just blessed with a bunch of people that are inspiring to me. Oh, thank you. I'm cultivating this show as I go. And today, because we haven't had the personal, videos and memories yet, I'm like, I do something special, on every show. And I was like, I got to do some Snapchats. I got to do something to make it seem, personable. Vanessa, the other day, I had her on. And when I got to meet her, we were doing Snapchat together. So I did a series. Oh my gosh, you need to go back and see that. We even morphed into guys.
Yeah, those are, my kids and I've done that. Pretty creepy. I think my guy photo is still on my Instagram and it's a little scary.
You look in and find that because I would have brought it over here. So you're lucky.
You'll scare your listeners. Yeah, it's frightening.
So I should ask you, why would you take a chance going on this girls' podcast when you probably haven't even watched the show, right?
You know what? I'm part of Matt Morrow's, and I was like, I could just tell that you were fun. And girl, since the second that we connected, I love your energy. I love your heart. I love your vibe. And for me, I've been in this industry for 25 years now. Last month was my 25-year anniversary. And to me, the second half of my life, I just want to give back. And I've been blessed to make millions of dollars in this industry. I've learned a lot over the last 25 years, and it has not been an easy ride, but every single ounce of it has been so worth it. And I just really want people, men, women, especially women, you know, to realize that they can really do, be, and have anything they want in life if they're willing to find the right mentors, you know, do the work, if they have that burning desire. I always say I had 3 things going for me. I had a burning desire, I was coachable, and I was willing to work, you know, and I think if somebody has those 3 things going for them, you know, sky's the limit, you know?
Yeah. Well, you know, in March is when I really started to interview. I had Rob Sperry on, and then COVID was right there. Yeah. So you know, and then I didn't do anything till about 3 weeks ago. And here I am doing this, but I'm usually an introvert and I don't really care to do this. So doing lives with somebody. Yeah. Yeah. So, you know,
you impress the hell out of me. First of all, that you're just doing it. Okay. You're making it happen, that you're doing it, that you know all this technology stuff. That amazes the shit out of me, honestly.
Laura Smith says that. So you know, she's just, you know, I built all these hidden talents and helped a lot of influencers and a lot of people marketing in their business. But I was like, you know, you know, people started knowing who I was. I was on a stage just a year ago this month in front of 500 people. And I was like, that was like, oh my gosh. So, you know, I mean, you know, I'm going to be 55 next month. So I know it's all these people that have inspired me have implemented me to get off my ass, get off my excuses and be here. So again, you're among that. And I appreciate you for that.
I love that.
How do you ensure that you post everywhere consistently? That's a great question.
You know, I am all about, like, I have 2 platforms that I'm super consistent with, and it's Facebook and Instagram. You know, my son's trying to like teach me more stuff with TikTok and stuff like that. But honestly, like, I am like kind of psychotic about, I always say focus stands for follow one course until successful. And so for me, my largest audience right now is Facebook and Instagram. And so, you know, and Facebook is where I really build my business. But you know, I'm also open to learning new stuff all the time. So, well,
if you ever want to learn this, I'm here for you, girl. If you ever want to learn this.
God, I do, because, that's one of the things on my list is to start some kind of podcast or something.
Well, like Matt Morrow said, he goes, Lynn, when you do 10 podcasts, because I said to him, his podcast on YouTube is called What's the Deal, right? So I said to him, hey, what's the deal with your deal? Because he hasn't done it anymore.
Yeah, I love Matt. Matt and I go way, way back. I mean, we go back about 20 years. So we've had been together.
StreamYard. Okay, so I did another little banner thing. I did these super quick. So what is your favorite time of the year? Just asking for a friend.
That's right. Okay. I have to say two times. I'm definitely a warm weather girl. I know I live in Colorado, kind of stupid. So I am definitely all about summertime in Colorado. I'm all about going where there's beaches, and I like to be warm. I like to not have a lot of clothes and, you know, all that stuff. And I don't like shoveling, and I don't like to really be cold. I don't know why I live in Colorado, but so I would say summer and anywhere sunny is probably my favorite. But my favorite time of year, honestly, I do love Thanksgiving and Christmas. I love actually Halloween is one of my favorite holidays. I love dressing up. I love getting the kids dressed up. We have so much fun every year. But I just, you know, Thanksgiving just means so much to me because there's no gifts. There's no running around, you know, yeah, you're cooking, but it's really just what it stands for and what it means. It makes it my favorite holiday.
There you go. Here you go. This one's interesting. If you could be a fly on the wall, who would you want to listen to on?
Ooh. I mean, the first one that came to mind is Trump. I mean, I'd kind of like to be a fly on the wall there and like listen in on some conversations going on right now. And no matter what political party you're rocking with, you know, we won't go there. But I think that would be kind of interesting.
Hey, shout out to Andrea. I'm going to have her on my show next week. She's a mutual friend of ours.
Amazing.
I know. I love her. I can't wait to pick her brain. But yeah, boss babe for sure.
Blessed to be partners with her. She's amazing.
I know. We've got some amazing people we know. And I think that's, you know, for my network marketing friends that are watching and that support my podcast, you don't seem to understand something. There's more to this industry than you even know. The fact that you can meet somebody and instantly have this camaraderie and same mindset and same energy, it's just like it's such a connection that I love. Granted, network marketing has a bad stigma, including, I mean, I give it kudos to the Amway people, but they really turned me off a long time ago. So, but again, they have a culture that, everybody stays, and that culture, when you have the camaraderie, you do, it's nice to pick your tribe. So I've got to say that about that.
I do say your vibe attracts your tribe, and I mean, you find people that resonate with you, and you find people that, and that's who you want to work with anyway, like I love I'm obsessed with my team. I love my tribe so hard because they're all just so freaking amazing,
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, good question, Vanessa.
Yes.
All
Go
right.
ahead and read it out loud there.
Or have no technology time when they're grounded.
You know what? I see this. I don't know how long ago this was, but I did see the one video when you gave your son the iPhone.
Oh, yeah.
When was that?
That was like 2 years ago.
You see, I've been stalking. I mean, I've been like watching you.
Happening that long. Why didn't we become friends sooner then?
I didn't have the kahunas. I didn't have the kahunas. And like I met Ray Higdon 3 years ago in New York City, and when I realized that he was just like me as far as hard life and blah blah blah, I wasn't afraid then, and it just slowly associations. Hey, I'm 3 years in the making over here.
I think we all kind of like put these people, up on this pedestal. Yeah. And that's what's so cool is when you find out people's stories. I mean, like, I'm just a dork that has stuck around long enough to see success and has grabbed onto people's belt loops. And, and I mean, I grew up with like absolutely nothing, but I think people see a lot of the top earners in any industry and go, oh my gosh, there must be something special. The something special is that we just made a decision to change our lives, and so I love.
I was at Matt Morrow's house and stuff, and he was just, he didn't let his mansion be like, the big all of tell all, it's, we all poop and pee and we all do the same things, I mean, we're just human. Yeah. But, my brother was pretty well known, and it was always like, you're Mark's sister. So, I know how all that goes, but yeah, everyone puts their pants on. That's right. One leg at a time, Miss
Laura. I love it.
And you're friends with Laura, I'm sure, right? I mean, she's Miss South Carolina Queen. I mean,
look at her.
I know, she's just gorgeous. I know I have friends that have blue eyes and dark hair. They're like, that's my friend. I don't care.
That's our Wonder Woman superpower, You see what our superpower was. That's our Wonder Woman. It's the easiest costume in the world. You just throw Wonder Woman costume on, you're good. I get Wonder Woman stuff sent to me all the time. It's hilarious.
Oh, thanks. Another good question. There you go, Michelle.
Do you use a post planner for social media? What planner do you use? Vanessa, are you asking if I like pre-plan my posts? Because I don't. I do keep in the notes section of my phone. I'm very organized in a very disorganized fashion. Okay, that's just my personality. I have like zero green. I think my green has gone up over the 25 years because I have to as a mom and running businesses and stuff like that. But I am like, you guys, I am so old.
Yes.
Let me show you. I have a legal pad. This is my to-do list. I have my follow-up list right here, my activity book from Amazon. And I have my week at a glance right here. So like, I am so old school, you guys, but I do keep in the notes section of my phone, everything. So like, if I come up with a really good idea for a post, whether, some kind of content based, what I'll do is I have a note section in my phone that says content, or posts that I would like to do. And I will throw ideas in there all day, every day. I mean, even if I'm driving, I'm like, oh my God, that's a great topic. I definitely want to do a Facebook Live about that. Or I want to do a post with some really good content about that. And so I will put it in the notes section on my phone. So I do try to post something every single day. It's that consistency thing. I don't go live every single day just because I do have, a pretty big following. And so I can do like one live a week, and it usually kind of keeps moving for the whole week, which is great. But I always do try to like be on there, and especially in stories and stuff like that.
I got to put this on here. Laura said, yeah, I got my mass check out of my stories. Wonder Woman.
Oh, what?
And Laura's my leader in my marketing stuff. So yeah, she's awesome. She just gave me a shout out today, which was so sweet. And I just love her. She just really, she appreciates her team.
We gotta do that, for each other, right? I mean, it's like there's enough abundance to go around, and that's why you said, like, why did you say yes? And I'm like, you know what? I can tell you're a good human, so I'm like, let's do it. It's that's what it's about. There's so much abundance,
And that's the thing. My show is based on appreciating people that I've been been watching for a few years. And tell them that, it's because they had the kahunas to be out there and, have followers and just be human and be kind, that I really wanted you to know that what that really meant to me. I love you, Laura. I love you so much. But it's just we forget. Sometimes we all have lows, we've had kids, our hormones are down and blah, blah, blah. Sometimes we just don't realize that how much we matter. It's just like throwing that rock, skipping that rock in the water. We don't know the ripple effect we have. And then all of a sudden something tragically happens and someone passes away, and that person never ever knew what they meant to somebody. And so my show is all about showing somebody, while I still have bated breath on here, I make these memories for my kids, but we should all be making videos and memories so that when we're not here, we have something to give back to them, so it eases their pain of us being gone. And I've almost died 3 times. So I'm blessed to be here.
Done serving your purpose.
Yeah. So take time, share, meet new people. Absolutely. So, I'm super, super excited just to spend time here and, and get to share with you. Yes, we must celebrate each. Yep. And that's the only way this country's going to get better, is if we remember why, like, even people that get divorced or this and that, it's like, can you remember when you first met? Like, they forget they forget what it was until it's too late. Yeah. And, I think I've been like that in my past relationships. I didn't realize what I had till, don't have it anymore, kind of thing. And we just forget not to live, for today. So let's see. Okay, this is supposed to be fun and not political.
Okay. If you could write one new law that everyone had to obey, it would be to be kind. My kids go to an amazing private school that teaches entrepreneurship, leadership, financial literacy, public speaking, community service, things that are actually really important. And they have one rule at the school, and it's to be kind. And their mission statement is be kind, do good, work hard, make the world a better place. And I think all the time, especially with how volatile everything is in our world right now, I just think, gosh, what if everybody just, the only rule that the whole world had to abide to is to be kind, do good, work hard, make the world a better place. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like so simple, but so powerful.
Absolutely. No name calling. Laura said no name calling.
I love it.
Oh, so Vanessa wants to know what you're reading right now.
Oh my gosh, Vanessa, I have like 4 books going right now. I have a parenting book going right now. I have a relationship book going right now, because we have to grow in every area, right? And then I have 2 personal development books that I'm reading. What is on my nightstand right now? Gosh. I mean, like if you guys saw this office, I have like 5 bookshelves, and then a whole bucket, a whole like that's like this big, full of books. Where my sister, she's my assistant slash nanny slash CEO slash lifesaver, and slash therapist. She has a lot of hats, but she's like, Michelle, you have to stop buying books. Like this is
Never.
ridiculous.
Never.
And are you kidding? That is my addiction, is buying more books. And so, yeah, so I've got about 4 going right now. But if you want to know a couple of my favorites, I do keep my favorites right here. I don't know if you can see them.
Oh, do tell.
So I would say, so one is Awaken the Giant Within.
Yes, Tony Robbins.
Look at so this is You Were Born Rich, but look at it. It's like, I mean, it's like falling apart. This is probably one of the best books of all time. And I don't even know if you can get the actual book now, but I know you can get the free PDF of this. Bob Proctor is a personal friend and dear friend and mentor of mine. And this was a game changer for me. So You Were Born Rich. Obviously, I've got crazy books over here. I've got As a Man Thinketh. I've got The 10 Times Rule, Be Obsessed with Courage, The 5 a.m. Club, Psycho-Cybernetics, The Power of Positive Thinking, and Awaken the Giant Within. So those are kind of like some of my faves. And I even have like this Laws of Success, Napoleon Hill. And look at this ginormous thing.
Yep.
Crazy. So of that today.
That Man Thinketh. I swear to me that book is like fudge. Like you gotta take like a little bite and just savor it. Like sentences could be like for a whole day, a whole week, a whole month. I mean, it's so intense and such a little thin thing. I love that book.
It's crazy because I look back when I first read like Think and Grow Rich 25 years ago. And every time I read that book, I feel like I'm reading a different book. Now, of course, there's parts where I'm like, but I always say repetition is the mother of all learning. And so, that repetition, and that's why there's just certain books like You Were Born Rich and like Think and Grow Rich and The Science of Getting Rich that I read over and over and over and over and over again, because that repetition piece is huge.
Yeah, I've got the Ray Higdon's. I've been trying to finish. He has like 6 modules with the mindset and stuff, and it's the mind power, and it's pretty. And I think what people don't understand is there might be regurgitation of one book to another, but sometimes it takes all those to finally like hit the nail on the head, because you're getting it from different angles. So I love books. I mean, I totally love it. Tom is awesome. He's in my stream. He's a mentor. I don't know if you know Tom, but you should connect with him. He's just an amazing guy. We do
because he's mine too.
Yeah, we do Grow Live Academy together. So these are people that totally inspire ourselves to go ahead and go live and do that kind of stuff. So
I love it.
Are your kids big readers too?
Well, no, they're boys, and they do just enough to get by. And it's like, if they're supposed to read for 20 minutes, they like set a timer for exactly 20 minutes. So yeah, we're working on that.
Yeah. Well, you have to, you might even have to start them out with some books that you don't really like them to, or either comic books or something that, whatever they're interested. I mean, like if they're into technology, what do they like to do?
My oldest is obsessed with football.
Why don't you get him ask him who his favorite person is?
Yeah.
And see if they have a biography or autobiography or some kind of something that makes him have to read about the stats and stuff. Eventually, one of my huge goals would be to have a school where kids, when they're little, naturally you would find out what they're innately into, and then feed them and teach them in that in that manner. And so if they like the sports, Sports Illustrated, I mean, it's going to make them have to think outside the box.
No, I love that. That's one of the things that their school really does, is that it teaches them in a way that they can learn in the way that they love to learn and are excited to learn. So and
That's awesome.
about like kind of pushing them in the direction of their passions and
Yeah, that's really, really important. Vanessa's she has they're
oh
adopted.
yeah.
That's an amazing story too.
Yeah,
Um,
goodness, I can relate to that because my little one is pretty ADD, and we're keeping an eye on him for dyslexia right now, and so it definitely adds an additional challenge to the whole learning process and reading and homeschooling and all those things, and so that's another thing that I'm reading a lot about and studying a lot about right now.
I have dyslexia too, and it's funny because I just like I'll write and I'll realize it's all backwards, and then I
Yeah,
have to rewrite it. It's like, like what the heck? But it's, you know,
is what it is, right?
that's right. Do you have any ridiculous goals in life? I'm sure you do.
I do. I do. And speaking of goals, I need to give you guys something for free. And I'll be doing it in December, but a lot of people can even take advantage of it now. Like, why not do it in November? But I do a really powerful goal setting training in December every single year. I've been doing it for over 20 years. And every year, my whole mission is to make it bigger and better and stronger and more powerful. And it's gone from like a couple days training to like 3 hours to now an hour and like 15-minute call that I do every single year. And so I'll make sure that I give that to your listeners for free. But I have some pretty big goals. Obviously with my business, I always have goals and stuff like that, but just life goals as well. I'm working on some pretty exciting things right now. Working on getting my book finished. I am also working on launching. I used to own my own seminar business. So I used to do 3-day seminars in a different city every 6 to 8 weeks. And so obviously we're not able to do that right now. But I do, speaking is my passion. I love when I can have an audience and get into their hearts and souls and make them laugh and make them cry. So there's some pretty big goals around that as well. At the end of the day, it's to be the female Anthony Robbins, the female Bob Proctor, the great white Oprah, whatevs.
Well, you know what? I know that hopefully you'll want to come back to my show because I just feel like you and I are not done working together. This is just the beginning. And I know that soon we're going to be wrapping this up here soon, you guys, because she's a busy mom here and I really, really appreciate and value her time. And I did this really quick. And like I said, my enunciation there, because I was like rambling. I got this great idea at the last minute, but I wanted to post
Michelle, you have been a wonderful guest. Thank you so much for doing this. I know you had to go sacrifice things for this time, so I appreciate you so much. Hope to have you on my show again. Love you. Mwah!
Oh my gosh, we both did that at the same time. I love it. Oh my gosh, girl. It has been such a pleasure. It's been so much fun. I feel like I'm just hanging out. I feel like I just need a glass of wine or something, like we're hanging out, chatting. Great.
I'm having so much fun with these podcasts that I think soon we're going to have like an after hour, like really podcast. Because what you don't know is for 15 years, I did home lingerie parties and adult toys type of thing. So I know how to have good relationship talk and adult time talk. So that podcast is going to be coming. And watch.
That could be a little sassy. So I kind of like
that's the funny part, right? I'm building this business, I'm building all this, right? But watch, my evening podcasts are probably going to be a lot higher.
I like spicy. Bring it, girl. Bring it. I'm all about it. Oh, thank you, Tom. Yeah, let's definitely connect. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet.
This is so exciting. I mean, I really see big dreams and things happen with this because people really need to see that God makes no mistake putting people together and things happen for a reason. And, I truly want people to start realizing that these are serendipity times, that coincidences happen, but truly our spirits are connected. And that's what's really, really important to me is for people to realize that we can take out time, laugh. Yeah. I mean, you are a good sport. You didn't know what the heck I was going to do, and you had that trust. And so, all for the sake of laughter and everything, I can't thank you enough for that. And this has been really great. Michelle, if you want to close up with anything you want to say and stuff, and then after that, I'm going to have another little video and our retake. So, oh yeah, Tom does a G forces for gratitude power. And he would probably love having you on his show as well.
Oh my God, it would be an honor. I love it. And I just want to thank you again. Like I said, you're just such a good human, and it's so fun to be here. And I think we all need to just focus on making the world a better place. And we got this. We got this. No matter what is going on out there in the world, we got this together. So I appreciate you, and I'm just so glad that you had me here today.
Well, I'm gonna put this on I'm gonna do this little clip, and then after that I'm gonna do another little clip, and you stay right there. Thanks you guys so much. We greatly appreciate you both. And I guarantee it's not gonna be so vanilla next time.
Yay, the show is over. You survived. Congratulations. I hope you had a great time.
Oh my gosh, so fun. Oh my gosh. Hey, wrong, so you got this dialed in, sister.
Well, it's funny because I'm a mastermind. I love to get creative with people, and I already know that we have, there's a lot of things that you and I can do together that's going to be amazing. And I'm blessed that I get these ideas. And I got this idea, I kid you not, 10 minutes before the show. I had to upload it. So it was great.
Show.
This is awesome.
Just to look presentable 10 minutes before the show.
You're absolutely beautiful. You guys, thanks again. And thank you, Michelle. Don't go anywhere. Thank you, guys. Love you. God bless. Remember, make an impact on somebody because it can last a lifetime. Love you guys.